cause I be bustin' the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about a paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be bustin' the dope moves.
But that don't mean they're not Hebrew. Hebrew is different than you think. You think they got fucking gods and Jesus and shit, and they don't. They got gods, nigga. Whoever the fuck is God is God to them niggas, dog.
I didn't say Jesus was their only God. Jesus not even their God.
That's what I'm telling you. That Jesus don't got nothing to do with Hebrew.
Yeah,
dog.
but their God name is El. El is not a God in any motherfucking Native American nothing.
The fucking Bible too.
No, it's not. It predates the Bible. El is from the listen. All right, El is from Canaanite religion. El is not from the Torah. No.
Canaanite coming out your mouth is Hebrew shit, dog.
No, it's not, Paco. No, it's not, Paco. This is what I'm explaining to you. This is what I'm explaining to you.
This nigga is retarded,
This is what I'm explaining to you. This is what I'm explaining to you.
I'm sorry, not retarded. He's unlearned, dog. What
Paco. Is Ishtar in the Bible?
Huh?
Is Ishtar?
It don't matter who in the Bible.
It do matter.
Like this shit can't, like Canaan people or whatever you keep saying, that's from the fucking Bible.
No, it's not. The Bible stole from them. No, Paco. The Bible stole from them. It does matter.
How you telling me it's not? So how, if they stole the shit from them, how are you telling me it's not?
Because they changed it. Because they changed it.
You sound crazy.
Because the people who changed it are not the people who believed El were the top god. Canaanites believed El was king. No. Canaanites believe El is king. Hebrews believe Yahweh is king.
My motherfucking son named El, nigga.
So what I'm explaining to you, so what I'm telling you is this. If you did an actual homework, you would know that your son is named after some Canaanite shit and not some Hebrew shit. El is not Hebrew. El is not Hebrew. It's Canaanite.
The covenant is them wrapping up the Canaanite.
No. This is how I could break down. This is how I could break down your whole shit. I could break it down easily. Paco, is the same people who worshipped El the same people who wrapped it up, as you called it?
I don't think they wrapped up El though. El is forever, my nigga.
What I'm explaining to you is this: El was the king of the gods.
El is Cherokee, nigga.
No, it's not. That's a lie. You making that up. Now you adding the Canaanites' king god name was El, Elohim. Elohim is his name. His wife name is Ishtar. They claim that he got 77 sons. Of his most important sons, the one whose name you will find the most is Baal.
That don't matter. None of that
it do matter, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all why it matters. It matters because what we can see in just the religious aspect, we can see a group of people. Y'all can name them whoever y'all want to name them, or whoever you think you did for this example. But we see a group of people come in and change the religion. I want to show y'all something. If I'm wrong, then what is Christian? Christian is not when a different group of people are running Israel, y'all. That's not what Christian is? Yes. Listen, y'all, Christianity starts in Israel. Christianity starts when a group of people, who are not Hebrews, take over Israel. When Israel is now under a different leadership, just like the Hebrew shit, y'all. It's the same thing, just a different group of people. One group of people come in. People come in from Mesopotamia, Babylon, whatever you want to call it. They come in from Acadia or Akkad. They come in from these places. Israel has been under multiple different rule. I can show it to y'all. According to what we know historically and what the depictions show, the Canaanites are black or brown skin. Fine. I want y'all to go forward from there. The Canaanites believe one thing. Let's go to the next group of people. The Indo-Aryans of Mesopotamia, of Persia, of Turkey, of Iran and Iraq. These people will take over Israel, and that's where Hebrew becomes a thing, y'all. There was no Yahweh in place as the head God. El was not replaced until these people take over. And I'll show it to you again. When the Macedonians take over Israel, who are from Europe, y'all. This is why white Jews are in Israel. Because different groups, this is why Middle Eastern Jews are in Israel, white Jews are in Israel, and black Jews are in Israel.
Well, it said that shit, the Hebrew shit started in India, brother.
Nah, it didn't. Listen, y'all, I understand.
Oh,
I understand what he's trying to say, y'all.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, buddy.
I've been told y'all that I understand where he's coming from. But are we either gonna be literal?
It's true. Y'all see how I changed the tone?
Listen, y'all. Are we either? Listen, y'all. We either gonna be literal, or we gonna use wide terminology like he's using. The idea of those religions, y'all, starts in India. We know this. We already established this 15 episodes ago.
Should the Hebrew start in India or not?
No, Hindi.
Goodness.
Listen, y'all. I can explain it to y'all if he would listen to what's being said. The people who learned about religion in India would later on go on to be in Mesopotamia, in Persia. They would be Persians.
Everywhere.
No, not everywhere, y'all, because they didn't take over everywhere. Some people were not take over a bowl. They could never take over China, even though Mongolians did.
They couldn't take over Africa until they had to flee.
Listen, y'all, they couldn't take over Africa, all of it. No. Nobody has ever taken over the whole continent. I understand. My point is this, y'all. The people who would later on be called Persians learned about religion in its entirety. They got the idea of it in India. The people of Persia, the Indo-Aryans, and the people of India, the Indo-Aryans, are connected.
What you not understand is Hebrew shit, is devil shit, nigga. This is what you not
What I want y'all to
understanding,
understand is this. Persia comes up with a religion.
Bro.
What I want y'all to understand is Persia comes up with a religion called Zoroastrianism. At the time,
religion, yeah.
At the time of the invasion of Israel, this was the main religion. That's why a lot of things that are in there mirror Zoroastrianism. And yes, Zoroastrianism mirrors Hindi religion. We all know this. So the point of it came from India, the idea of it, certain pieces of it came from India. But Hebrew Israelites, or Hebrew, or the Torah, that comes out of Israel, y'all. That's the point. India. That's the point. No, it come out of Israel. The Torah was not written in India, y'all. Listen, y'all. He just said.
All through China and
listen, y'all. No, they wasn't, y'all. They was Shinto. They practice a form of Buddhism called Shinto. That's Japan's native religion, y'all.
Dog, they put scriptures under their helmets of that fucking Torah.
I want y'all to understand something. I really need y'all to understand something. The Japanese were not Hebrews. They did not believe. Listen, y'all. They believe Shinto. They gods. They gods. They name some of they. Listen, y'all. Look at it like this.
Serpent shit turned into Hindu shit, dog. This is what you not understand.
Nah. Listen, y'all. The people of India.
Shit turned into Hebrew, dog.
No. That ain't the point, though. The point is, what version of Hindi religion do the people of Japan have? They don't have your version. They don't have Hindi. They don't have.
But they changed. They just made their own religion out of it.
Nah, but I'm gonna show y'all how that's not true. I'm gonna show y'all how that's not true. It's not true because Buddhism, y'all, is the same thing as what he talking about. Buddhism come out the same place. Buddhism come out the same place. So what I want y'all to but Buddhism is not. What Buddhism come from is older than what certain people say. Listen, y'all. They say that Hindi religion or Vedic religion is the oldest religion practiced, not the oldest religion on earth, the oldest religion practiced today. That's the quote. Yeah. And there's speculation on that quote. I don't know. It might be true. It might not be true. It all depends.
I think it's the origin of religion the way we know. Yeah.
It's not. No. But it's not because in the Western world everything African has been written off as some primitive shit. That's
it's
why
like the Hindu priests with the bears, they gotta grow bears and like long froze and shit. Like, yeah, come on, bro.
That's Middle East shit,
we did wrong, bro. We got locked up.
That's Middle East shit, y'all. That's not black shit. That's Middle Eastern shit.
We served the time, nigga. We did the crime, nigga. Be crime.
I'm trying to tell y'all what it is. These motherfucking black folks in America. Listen, y'all. It's sad because most black folks. I ain't gonna say most black folks, but a lot of black folks in America is Christian. We all know that. It's the same thing, y'all. Black Hebrews is doing the same thing. They taking somebody else's shit.
We follow follow the ancestor shit.
No, listen, y'all ancestors didn't follow that shit. That's new shit. Our ancestors, listen, y'all, our ancestors been on this planet for a long time. That's new shit that they follow. That Hebrew shit is new, yo.
Hold on, I think Amazon calling me. Hold up.
I want y'all to know that's new shit that the Hebrews follow. The Hebrews follow new shit. They don't follow old shit. They don't follow old traditions. They do what he did. They call it satanic. When actuality, when actuality, the same shit that they call satanic, yo, that's the shit that they shit come from. They switch a couple names around. They start putting.
Right, you can't acknowledge how much I know about religion, my guy. You can't because
you been off. You be off. You keep saying that Native Americans and Japanese.
I ain't know that.
You keep saying that Native Americans and fucking what's the names was Hebrews. That's the dumbest shit I heard all week. You don't have no evidence of that. You don't have no evidence of that. So what I want y'all. What I want y'all to know is they don't say nothing like that in school, yo. They do not tell you that Native American. Listen, y'all. I just named what's the name a second ago, y'all. Nahuatl, right? Show me one Hebrew that speak Nahuatl.
What you say? I don't know nothing about that.
But listen, y'all, that's the Aztecs language. That's a lot of people in South America's language.
All the fucking Indians spoke different broken down versions of Hebrew, my nigga.
Listen, y'all, none of them spoke Hebrew, y'all. Listen, y'all, the closest they religion has come is to some Asian shit. So why he making things up, y'all?
No.
Listen, I want y'all to understand something. So listen, y'all. Let's do it like this. So basically, Hebrews speak a Semitic language, right, y'all? So what Paco would be saying is that Native Americans speak Afro-Asiatic, y'all.
He turned my Afro in America Afro-Asiatic or something else. So
listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. The Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language, y'all. So I want y'all to understand this. That don't mean that Africans created Semitic. What that means is that it comes from an African language. Just like Arabic, y'all. It's the same thing. What I want y'all to understand is this. Well, not Arabic and Hebrew are the same thing, but they both come from, they're both listed as Afro-Asiatic. Arabic and Semitic languages. So what I want y'all to dig is this, like Phoenician. Phoenician is a Semitic language. Canaanite is a Semitic language. So what I want y'all to understand is, according to Paco, if the Native Americans speak Hebrew, they speak Afro-Asiatic.
Well, there you go. Boom, boom. Knock down two birds with one stone for me.
Now, what I'm going to tell y'all is y'all won't find that shit nowhere in the world.
I mean, I studied it, unfortunately. But, you know. What
I'm going to tell y'all is y'all won't find that shit nowhere in the world.
I don't know why Brock won't let me. Like, this not a baseball fucking slide, nigga. This ain't hard to hit, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm telling you
it is hard to hit. It is hard to hit. So listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand what he.
Tell me.
I want to take.
You never heard that before,
I want to take it around the back, y'all. I want to take it around the back end of it, right? According to him, these black people been in America for 100,000 years, y'all, before Hebrew existed.
You keep acting like Hebrew has to exist for people to exist. That's just not the fact.
That ain't what I said, y'all. That ain't what I said, y'all. What I said, y'all. Yo, what I said was he said. Black people been in America.
Like, you don't have a concept of things being before something happens. You don't have that.
What I said was this. What I said was.
I understand about you.
What I said was this,
you don't understand that people been there before they founded Louisiana, whatever name it. You don't understand that before religion there was fucking people.
I'm not switching. I'm not switching the subject, yo. He said that the black people been in the Americas for 100,000 years. So before Hebrew existed, these people were here, according to him. Yet they spoke a language that wouldn't exist for 90-something thousand years, yo.
Dog, they all spoke. It don't matter when the timeline is.
I just want y'all to understand this, y'all. So listen, y'all. I understand 100%.
This is not hard. hard.
Listen,
White
I
people
want y'all
say
to
that, black
understand
people
this.
say
I
that,
want y'all
Native
to understand
Americans
what
say
he's saying. So for 100,000 years, y'all.
I'm telling you facts while you making shit up.
I'm not making nothing up, yo. I'm going off of what he said. I'm going off of what he said. He said black people been in the Americas for 100,000 years.
Most Indian tribes and Native and people in American tribes spoke forms of Hebrew 80% or more.
Listen, y'all.
Period.
You can't find that nowhere. That's not true, y'all.
Oh,
He's making that
go
up.
look on a fucking
Listen,
history
this is what he does.
He
He connects the people that he wants to be together, y'all. Like the samurai and the Native Americans and the Hebrews. He want to be all them people. Now listen, y'all. For those of y'all out there who hear this and you are a Hebrew, for those of y'all out there that hear this that are Native American, that are of a Native American, for those of y'all out there that hear that come from Japan, I want y'all to understand something. Y'all know y'all not the same. For people who are Hebrews, you know you not no samurai. For people who are Native Americans, you know you not no Hebrew. Listen, y'all. For people who are from Japan, you know you not no Hebrew. For people who are Native Americans, you know you not no Hebrew.
What are you talking about?
Listen, y'all. We know they not the same people, y'all. We know that they not. So listen, y'all. The samurai was running around. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. The samurai was running around with a Torah in their helmet while they speak Japanese, y'all.
Yeah.
So their language did not reflect their religion according to him, y'all. Show me a group of people whose language don't reflect their religion. I'll wait.
Japanese. China people made that language from they just made a different language out of everything. Just like Phoenician is Hebrew. They just made a different fucking language out of it. It's history about it.
But listen,
it's
y'all.
Pure history about it.
But listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why it's not Hebrew if we being literal. Because Hebrew is not the first Semitic language, y'all. Semitic language.
Phoenician is, dumbass.
Phoenician is, I'll give you, Phoenician is probably where Hebrew came from. But that's not the first one. That's not the first one.
I told you last time, Big Pop.
That's not the first one. Paco, that's not the first one. Pac, you saying it's first. Because those are the people you respect. But Canaanites are older than Phoenicians. Paco, Canaanites are older than Phoenicians, Paco. Canaanites are older than Phoenicians.
Hold on. You turn Phoenician upside down and turn into Hebrew, okay?
I don't know about all that. That's something you just said. I don't know how true that is, but what I know is this. What I know is this, y'all. The point is this. What I know is this, y'all. That what I know is this. Phoenicians and Hebrews, right? Very close in proximity, very close in cultures.
Everything I'm telling is facts. He making shit up as he go. Can y'all tell by now? Can y'all tell?
I'm not making nothing up, y'all. He said that black people was in America 100,000 years.
Man, don't keep switching up on me. I told you all the truth just now.
Listen, y'all. He said black people was in America 100,000 years.
Yeah, I did, but they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay, so listen, y'all. How did they speak a language that wouldn't exist for another 96,000 years?
Because those people wasn't speaking it yet. Them people still existed. Them people still was doing shit.
So according to him, y'all. So according to him, y'all, the people of the Americas spoke a language.
Just religion different religion pop up don't mean that people wasn't there. Don't mean that people wasn't fucking Canaanites or what you say. It don't mean the fucking people just niggas can make up a religion now. I can make up a religion now. That means history start now. What the fuck?
Who said that, yo? What he's
that's what you keep.
What he's trying to do is take y'all away from what I'm saying because he won't answer that. That's what he's doing.
I answered everything you said.
He didn't answer nothing I said, y'all. Listen, y'all, he didn't answer nothing. So where's your evidence that those people was either here 100,000 years ago or B, spoke Hebrew? Where's your evidence of that, Paco?
I ain't saying they spoke Hebrew 100,000 years ago.
But you said that black people was in America for 100,000 years.
That bloodline still is the same bloodline, but I didn't say they fucking spoke Hebrew.
So now you know what bloodline they had 100,000 years ago.
Huh?
Now you know what bloodline they had 100,000 years ago.
No, but they the Native Americans.
No, that's not my point. That's not my point. But you said they was black.
Yeah, I said they was black, nigga.
So what evidence do you have that they spoke Hebrew?
So you switching in that?
I'm not switching nothing. I'm using one thing to expose another. Your date cannot match up with what you're saying your people speak.
I don't got no fucking dates, nigga. That's not.
You gave 100,000 years. You can't just back off that because you want to change your argument, or you want certain things left out so you can build an argument. This is full disclosure. You said that black people came to America 100,000 years ago. He also said that we were Niger Congo speaking people. Now we speak Hebrew, y'all. Hebrew is Afro-Asiatic. It's not Niger Congo.
According to you.
According to linguistics, y'all. Listen, y'all. According to linguistics.
I said it started in India, same place.
But listen, y'all. That's not where Afro-Asiatic start, y'all. Listen, y'all. Afro-Asiatic don't start. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Afro-Asiatic don't start in India. It start in Africa.
Whatever. I mean, I told you about the Congo speaking. That's all the same family.
It's not the same family, y'all.
It's the same family.
Listen, y'all. Do y'all hear him? He will make up anything to be right. Listen, so Paco, bet me $200 that Afro-Asiatic is Niger Congo.
I don't like your information. I can't.
You can find it. You can find it. You can find it. You can find it, Paco. You find it and present it, and I'll post it.
The shit I found ain't online no more.
Exactly, y'all. So he won't make the bet.
Even the Tamerica thing, they took the easy shit offline. Like,
I got your Tamerica pictures.
Come on, man.
I got them.
Nothing, but anyway.
I got the sites. I'm gonna show y'all the sites. I'm gonna show y'all that this nigga been on Facebook reading propaganda. I'm gonna show y'all this nigga been on Facebook reading bullshit. Listen, y'all, the nigga said sacred etymology, y'all. He created some shit. Listen, y'all, he moved words around and added words to things to create something, y'all. And he admits this. He admits this in the article, y'all.
Tamerica, huh? When I looked it up fucking 10 years ago.
Listen, y'all. He lying to y'all right now. It don't say Tamerica. It say Tamari. It say what he told me to look up. Listen, y'all. So listen, y'all. It says what he told me to look up. Tamari. So when it say Tamari, listen, y'all. The dude, listen, y'all. He can talk all he want to talk. I'm gonna show y'all the pictures of where this corny ass nigga stole it from. I'm gonna show y'all where he stole it from. I have it, y'all. I have it. No, listen, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something that was printed 10 years ago. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all where he stole it from. Period. It was printed 10 years ago, y'all. And the bull admits in the article that he switches letters up and uses what he calls sacred etymology to come up with these concepts. Listen, y'all, he read this article. I don't care what he tell y'all. Or he read somebody's article that's based off of this. This. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all.
That's it.
But listen, y'all. He trying to say, listen. I'm showing y'all what he doing. I'm showing y'all what he doing. Listen, I'm showing y'all what he doing, y'all. In Egypt. No, I'm showing you where it come from. I'm showing y'all who. Listen, y'all. He confusing two things. To marry Egypt. Listen, y'all. To marry Egypt. Listen, y'all. To marry Egypt.
He seen the information. He seen it already. He seen what the fuck they said.
But he just said it ain't on the internet, y'all. Listen, y'all. But he just said it's not on the internet. But I seen it, y'all. Listen, y'all. But I seen it according to him. He's a liar.
I'm talking about the shit that I'm looking for. The shit that I ain't fucking seen.
I looked up. Listen, y'all. I looked up what he told me to look up.
Yeah, and he got that right on top of Google. He got
so what I'm gonna show y'all, what I'm gonna show y'all is about the first 3 or 4 pages of Google, right?
On top.
What I'm gonna show y'all is the first 3 or 4 pages, right? Listen, y'all. After the second page, they stop talking about to marry Egypt.
What they talking about that? Facebook? Come on.
Bro. No, listen, y'all. Facebook. Facebook is the first result when you put in to marry Egypt is in to marry America. Listen, y'all. There is no. Listen, y'all. If I look up the definition of Tamari, it's gonna say in Egypt, and if you look up the definition of Egypt, it's gonna say Egypt is in Africa. So listen, I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all weak-mindedness. When Tamari says that it's in Egypt, that definition is fine, y'all. But in the same dictionary, when it say Egypt is a country in Africa, he discloses that.
No, I'm looking for the one that say all the names go back to America.
So listen, y'all, he looking for where he listen. So listen, y'all, he looking for somebody to tell him what he want to hear.
You can use your own fucking dumbass fucking brain to understand what the fuck it says.
Listen, y'all,
you can use it to America.
y'all, is the Sphinx?
Egypt.
Is the Sphinx?
I told you it was a
listen,
scientific
y'all.
journal that said black niggas started it.
Listen, y'all,
Boom,
is the Sphinx? Is the Sphinx in America, y'all?
Who give a fuck?
Listen, y'all, have we ever found a pharaoh as a mummy in America, y'all?
For sure they did.
Never, y'all. We've never found a pharaoh, a mummified pharaoh. Listen, y'all, we never found a mummified pharaoh in the Americas. He's lying again.
Man, go to Grand Canyon and look up the Mississippi fucking river.
Listen, y'all. We know people have been found mummified we know people have been mummified in America. I said a mummified pharaoh. If Egypt was in America, y'all, how come there's no pharaohs in their pyramids?
I just said Grand Canyon. I mean, I gave you, y'all can look it up. Grand Canyon and motherfucking
I'm gonna point y'all right to my point. I'm gonna point y'all right to my point.
Fucking even tell you
all right. So let's do it like this, y'all. I'm gonna point y'all to my point. My first point is this: none of them are pharaohs. None of them have pharaoh shit in their tombs. Let's start there. Second of all, if Egypt is in America, y'all, that means that Rome was in America and Cleopatra is half American.
Who said that?
Listen, y'all. We know that Cleopatra was a pharaoh in Egypt.
We know it's a real place over in Africa that's called Egypt.
Listen, y'all, I'm just talking about the history of it. Listen, just like I told him last time, y'all, if Egypt is in America, y'all, that means that the whole Kushite Empire was in America. That means that Punt was in America, because these are the places that went to war with Egypt, y'all.
Egypt is still overseas with the fucking pyramids.
Yeah, where it came from, y'all. But listen, y'all. We all know it come from the Nubians of Sudan. We know it come from the Nilotic people. We know that.
We know the Sudan people took over Egypt a couple times.
Nah. That ain't the point though, y'all. And that's why Egypt got their technology. How did America get their technology, y'all?
People don't fucking keep building, nigga. They go on top of the shit like this. Just because somebody build a fucking pyramid don't mean it's their fucking pyramid. It don't. It don't mean they can build shit.
Listen, y'all, I ain't saying that them pyramids in Egypt is the Nubians. What I'm saying.
You already knew how to build pyramids. So then people built some small joints.
And that's my point, y'all. That's my point, y'all. Listen, y'all. That's where the technology come from. I told him that, y'all.
No, I told him that.
See, this is what he does, man. It's no point. Listen, y'all, I got it on tape, and y'all heard me tell him. Listen, y'all, he said Egypt was a mixed race culture, and I told him not in the beginning. I told him not in the beginning. I told him the technology was not mixed raced. I told him all this, y'all. And listen, y'all, and I also told him that I'm not the Nubians. I also told him that, y'all.
You ain't no fucking Nubian. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not, y'all. But listen, y'all. If the first Egypt was in America, then the black people that he talking about in America must have been Nubians, right?
I don't know about none of this overseas shit.
But listen, y'all, the technology come from Nubians, yo.
There's an actual place called Egypt.
Listen, y'all, the technology come from Nubians.
I don't know what you're talking about. You comparing the shit that happened over there to over here? No.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that if it's the same technology.
I don't know where you.
I can do it if it's the same technology.
I
can do it if it's the same technology. Period. Just like the things that the Native Americans gave Africa.
So these people attack somebody in fucking Egypt overseas, but that got something to do with over here for some. I'm not.
Because you claiming their history.
I'm not claiming their history. I'm telling you this shit was over here.
And it wasn't. You ain't got what they got over here.
You talking about? I'm telling you.
So when Paco is telling you, so listen, y'all. The Mayan pyramids, is they Mayan or is they Egyptian?
Shit, everybody can kind of tell you they look the same to everybody but you. So
listen, y'all. I'll even break it down easier. I'll make it even easier for y'all.
They got the same shit.
Listen, y'all.
They got the same shit.
But listen, y'all. Here's the point that he ain't getting. The pyramids in Egypt and the pyramids of Mesopotamia mirror each other. The pyramids of India and Asia and America mirror each other.
And the people that was along the Mississippi River, they keep telling you built that shit.
But it ain't no
I'm trying to
pyramids
think
on
of
it. But
their
listen, y'all, it ain't no pyramids on the
The
Mississippi
mound
River.
builders was the niggas who was building the pyramids, my
No,
dude.
no,
Like, what the
no,
fuck?
no. Listen, y'all. Mound building. Mound building is something that people believe.
Because you don't want it to be the same doesn't mean that they didn't do that shit.
What I'm
Maybe
explaining
the
to
land
y'all,
wasn't
what
right.
I'm explaining
Maybe
to
they didn't
y'all
have
is this.
enough technology. That don't mean they didn't do the shit, dog.
I ain't saying that they ain't building mounds. I never said that. Y'all ain't never hear me say nothing like that. The mound builders are the mound builders. I understand who the mound builders
And the
are.
only way to build pyramids, you have to be fucking rich, dog. You don't understand that concept neither.
Listen, y'all.
You have to be fucking rich,
Listen,
bro.
y'all. You don't have to be rich if you got a slave force.
Oh my goodness, how you got a slave force? Cause you fucking rich, dog. Like
If
that
that's
goes
your
hand in
if
fucking
that's
hand,
if
nigga.
that's your
You know
opinion.
how much a slave was always worth,
Listen,
nigga?
y'all.
Like, cut it the
Slavery
fuck
go.
out,
Listen,
man.
y'all. Slavery go back before money.
Yes, and money just ain't a thing.
So what
Money
I want, so
always
what I
has
want
wealth.
y'all to understand is before any
Wealth is
form.
wealth, dog.
So what I want y'all to understand is before any form of common currency could be passed around to say who was rich and who was poor, right?
Gold is currency, food is fucking currency.
But listen,
Fucking rocks is
y'all. But
fucking
what I'm
currency. All
explaining
this
to
shit
y'all
is
is
currency,
this.
bro.
What I'm explaining to y'all is this. It's certain people who got small slave forces because they invaded a small place and they took over that place. Everybody don't do it the same. Is what y'all gotta understand. Different
the
levels
rich buys
for
those
different
fucking
people.
things.
But it's different
Do you
levels.
understand?
But listen, y'all. At that time, how many people would you have to pay to do something? So it wasn't about who you could pay, y'all. It was about how many people you got that worked for free.
I learned you have to be rich from studying the Buddhist fucking age, nigga. When niggas always Buddhists overseas, nigga, I learned that you have to have fucking money. Them niggas had paper, bro.
But what I'm
Them
explaining to
niggas all
y'all,
had paper and they was building their own pyramids. That
what
was
I'm
just,
telling y'all
like
is,
the
what
last
I'm
run
telling
on
y'all
building
is,
fucking all this pyramid
but
shit,
what I'm
dog.
telling y'all is pyramids are something that exists before a common form of currency.
I'm telling you about the last age of the pyramids where the Buddhist niggas was taking over building these temples, nigga. These big ass fucking pyramid temples. That was the last age fucking pyramids existed,
but
bro.
in the beginning ages of pyramids, around 4,000 BC, 3,000 and something BC.
And Jaffe Joe and them niggas, Jaffe Joe, that's the era that I'm talking about. Jaffe Joe and them had fucking paper and they was building pyramids off of fucking rice and shit, nigga.
You talking about
they had
Khufu?
fucking bread, nigga. Buddha bees, nigga. They was selling shit, nigga.
And that's what
they was fucking building pyramids off of that shit.
And that's what I'm explaining to y'all. In 3,000 and something BC in Egypt, they was building pyramids with stone, y'all. Them pyramids was built in stone. So what I'm explaining to you is the only reason they was able to do that, y'all, is because they had slaves.
They did have slaves.
That's why they was
They was trying to calm down off of that slave shit, dog.
Nah, but y'all, there ain't no evidence of
calm
that.
down off of that shit.
Listen, y'all, there ain't no
niggas.
evidence of that. We see a change in Egypt when two things happen. We see a technological error when the Nubians take over, and then we see some old bullshit start when Europeans and Middle Easterners start taking over.
You missing the Buddhist history, dog. Go look that up.
But I have looked
you
up
can
the Buddhist
understand certain
history.
things.
So what I want y'all to understand is like this. Because they say Indian religion out of India is the oldest religion practice, Hindi or Vedic, whatever you want to call it. They slightly different, but they very much the same. But whatever.
All that shit is the same shit. It's all Hindu. Christianity, fucking Hebrew, fucking Islam. It's all fucking Hindu shit. And everybody knows this, bro. Everybody knows. Like, come on, my G.
All right. So all right. Let me ask you this. So how did they get it? How did the people in Israel get it?
It's different.
I didn't ask you, is it different? I asked you how they got it.
What you mean?
How did they learn about it? Exactly.
India, nigga.
How?
India. Wow, way of India. Via India. Nigga.
So how? Who took it to who?
What you mean? They got it from India, nigga. Some niggas is one of the biggest war countries in this fucking planet, dog. India has always been at war, bro. India has always been fucked up, my guy.
So what I'm saying is, you trying to tell me that all these people went to India and got their religion and they didn't get it from Middle Easterners out of Iran and Iraq?
I mean, last time I checked, even in the Bible, it said Jesus was a Buddhist practicing in India. So I'm not understanding exactly.
Yeah, but you kicking that Hebrew shit. But you kicking that Hebrew shit, and Jesus ain't a part of that. Jesus ain't a part of the Hebrew shit.
He not.
All right, so when did the Hebrews go into India and learn about religion? So when did the Hebrews go in India and learn about religion?
Way before some fucking Jesus.
So they went to India and learned about religion, Paco?
And that's what most people was doing, yeah.
Or did the people who left out of India bring it that?
Ain't that where the Himalayan mountains start in India? Yeah.
But what do that got to do with anything?
People take religious retreats in the Himalayan mountains.
So you telling me that Canaanites who already had their own you telling me Canaanites who had their own religion, they took a trip to the Himalayan mountains and that's how they learned about Buddhism?
Everybody, old Canaanite people going down to fucking India at one time, and like, what are you talking about?
What about Sumerians? Sumerians' language don't mirror Hinduism.
I mean, for sure, that's right next to India. So
yeah, but their religion don't have nothing to do with theirs.
For sure.
But their religion is not even sun worship, so it don't have nothing to do with India shit.
Matter of fact, Samaria is touching India in all directions.
No, it don't.
So,
no, it don't. You tripping? You bugging?
It do.
No, it don't.
Iran is Pakistan, Iran. That's all damn near touching India.
Nah, but that don't touch India. As you right, it's close to Pakistan. Correct, but the point that I'm trying to make is real simple. Sumerians, Paco, are a language isolate. Their language don't match up with nobody's. They didn't read what nobody else read. So when
them niggas was reading Sanskrit too.
Listen, y'all, they created Sanskrit, y'all. They're the ones who created it. Sumerians are the first ones to use it. So when his dude Hammurabi uses it 1,000 years later, it's not impressive, y'all. Because the Sumerians were the first ones in Mesopotamia. See, they're called a language isolate. They're not a Semitic Afro-Asiatic language. They have a language that is not connected to anybody's language on earth. Now, they're the first people in Mesopotamia. Then the Akkadians come. Then the Akkadians and the Sumerians. Then the Akkadians and the Sumerians make nice. After they make nice and they start sharing shit with each other, then you see a language pop up that people will call Akkadian, but it's based off the Sumerian alphabet. Just like he was saying earlier with the Phoenicians and the Canaanites.
India got the first fucking pyramid.
No, they don't.
Before Egypt.
No, they don't. Listen, y'all, Egypt don't have the first pyramid, y'all. Sudan do. It's just not a big one. It's just not a big one, y'all. The original prototype is small.
But that's right next to India too. If I'm not.
Nah, Sumeria will be closer to Israel than India. Sumeria is at the top. It's the top left side.
India. I said it's touching India. If I'm not.
Nah, it's not touching India. It's in Mesopotamia. Sumer is a city in Mesopotamia. It's the first city.
Sudan is very, very, very close, bro.
Sudan?
Very, very close.
No, Sudan is under Egypt. Sudan is under Egypt. Sumeria or Sumer is in Mesopotamia. So, like I said, we know that these people.
I'm telling you.
Huh?
It's all the same areas.
No, it's not, Paco. The middle, Paco. No, stop trying that. Mesopotamia is not Egypt, y'all. They're not the same people. They fucked with each other real heavy.
And even in Egypt, they tell you Indian people is going back and forth.
Nah, it don't tell you that, y'all. It don't say nothing like that. It don't say that the people of India. Listen, y'all. I want y'all.
Was thriving in Egypt.
I want y'all to understand something. And I need y'all.
Buddhism was thriving in Egypt towards the end.
Not dispute. Buddhism has been thriving in Asia since it was introduced.
In Egypt.
No, Buddhism is not in Egypt, y'all.
I'm telling you, this is. I told him to study that Buddhist period.
Listen, y'all, Buddhism is not in Egypt. See, they can tell that the Egyptians didn't get their religion from no Hindu religion. They know that because it's older. It not only is it older.
They started with the Naga shit, and the Naga shit is in India.
Well.
The first pyramid got Naga snakes on there. The fuck you talking about?
The first pyramid is not in India. The first pyramid is in the Sudan. You tripping?
Got Naga fucking snakes on
Listen,
there.
I'm gonna help y'all out. Listen, y'all. He just say shit. Listen, y'all. He just say shit. Listen, y'all. He just say shit. Listen, y'all. The first pyramid is not in India. He's just saying something.
I'm about to get you right now.
Listen, y'all. It's not. Want bet $100 on it, Paco?
You don't want to do that.
I do. I know it's not in India. I know. No, bet it.
I don't want to take your money.
Bet it. The first pyramid is not in India, y'all.
It's called the Giants Club in English.
Listen, y'all.
The Giants Club.
Listen, y'all. I'll even go deeper than that, y'all. I'll even go deeper than that.
I'm busting you up right
Listen,
now.
y'all. I'll go deeper than that. It's a pyramid in America older than the pyramids in India. This nigga don't know his shit, y'all. This nigga do not know his shit. Mesopotamia. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 3 places who got a pyramid older than India's oldest: Mesopotamia, Egypt, and South America, y'all. The oldest, listen, I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to give y'all some real history. I'm going to give y'all some real history that'll make him feel good about himself. Y'all want to know the honest truth? The second oldest pyramid on Earth. The second oldest pyramid. Remember, y'all, we only talking about pyramids. We're not talking about all technology. We're not talking about all language. We're not talking about all religion. The second oldest pyramid on Earth, y'all, is in South America. It's the second oldest pyramid on Earth, y'all. It's in I think it's called North Chico Valley. That's the second oldest pyramid on Earth, y'all. Now, what I want y'all to look at when y'all look at, I'll look it up for you. What you want me to look up?
AHI Naga.
AHI Naga. All right.
Now, they're going to tell you about some pyramids. You can put pyramid in there if you like, but I'm just trying to get, that's all I can see right now.
NAGA?
Yeah.
AHI, right?
Yeah, AHI. That's Naga.
NAGA. AHI Naga. Okay.
Maybe put pyramid, but I'm not sure.
Maybe, all right. Sanskrit, Naga has dual connotations, serpent.
Pyramid.
All right, I got you. AHI Naga pyramid. Okay. All right, I found it. Implies I can satree. I'm not even going to try to read that word. I'm not going to try to read that word at all. Is it Vitra or Akacharta or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, it's a pyramid in the middle of motherfucking India, in the middle of nowhere, and it's before the step pyramid. Period.
I'm looking for it.
You don't see it yet? That's weak.
I don't see anything about a pyramid. I see an archaeological site, but there's no pyramid. I see the pyramid picture you're talking about, but is that okay? It says that that's the right one that I clicked on.
All right, well there you go.
Hold on, I see something called Viritra. Hold on.
That's what it's called. I know what it's called. I just fucking looked at it today. I just can't remember exactly what it's called. But they claim that's before the step pyramid is all I'm trying to tell you. And they say they're the niggas who went to go build the motherfucking pyramids. And they call it the Giants Club, the Giants fucking club, nigga, because at the top it got this big ass club looking thing.
I'm trying to find what you're talking about, but okay, here this might not be about the pyramid. The site was briefly explored by Sir Alexander Cunningham in 1871 and then excavated by ASI from 1940 for about 5 years. The excavation found brick fortifications and continuity of occupation from a period before 600 BC to 1100 CE. So that right there is 600 BC. That's about 2,400 years after Egypt. I'll look for another date. Hold on. Showed it was first inhabited in the middle second millennium. Yeah, you off, Paco. Your time date is off. Second millennium is not. That's 1,000 something BC. So this is saying, okay, evidence of construction of early fortifications were discovered around 1000 BC, indicating first urban development. So they're saying that these people were first building this in 1000 BC. That's 1400. Excuse me. That's roughly about 1600 years after the first pyramids in Egypt. Some people claim that those pyramids in Egypt are actually older, around 3000 and something BC, because certain things inside of them have been dated to those dates. They found a piece of wood that supposedly goes back to 3600 BC inside of one of the pyramids. So
can you tell me the name of where that pyramid is?
it is AHICHCHATRA. It is in
India?
yes, Ramanjir village in Anla Tehsil Bareilly district of Uttar Pradesh, India. Was the capital of North Panchala, a northern Indian kingdom mentioned in the Mahabharata. So yeah. So
That sounds about right.
so what I know is this. I'm telling y'all what I know. Now I can send him a site that has the 8 oldest pyramids on Earth. In
But I
India.
don't know if that's the oldest one. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, I don't know that much. I just know that I looked up something else called VRIT. What was it called? VRITRA. Veritra. But that wasn't
That
no.
one I don't know about.
It wasn't no pyramid there. It was artifacts. Naga worship in Afghanistan, Tamil and Vedas, Hindi Kush, Naga chief. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want y'all to get. The main point about the whole India thing. This is what y'all gotta realize. India was inhabited by blacks first. Correct. Me and him are in agreement. But even if his theory about America is right, about black people being there first, it's the same thing that I would be pushing there. The Indo-Aryans outnumbered them when they came, y'all.
Yeah.
That's why the Dravidians were treated so poorly.
I don't think they outnumbered them.
They did, y'all. They outnumbered them by quite a bit.
Probably.
And it's only because, I'm going to tell y'all why it is. It's because when the blacks got there, they had got there so long ago that they didn't leave with the type of numbers that Indo-Aryans who were just a few thousand miles away were going to bring.
They wasn't super deep. They was like the horror, but they wasn't super deep. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was thousands of them. But over the course of the Indo-Aryan reign, there was millions of them that came there throughout the time. The majority of the population of India, y'all, is not black. There is a large black population there, but they're not the majority. And there's white people there too. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I mean? There's some people who speak Pakistani or Punjab or some shit like that, and they daddy or they granddaddy might be Indian, but they mama was white. They grandmama was white.
I think they got the most ancient people in the world because they said the first.
But Paco, they don't have the most ancient people in the world, Paco. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you how, Paco. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna try to use what I was talking about earlier before I start recording to show you what I mean. Pac, the black people in Africa, it's so many of them, Paco, because that group of black people, groups of black people, grew into different groups and different groups and different groups, and they diversified. If it was that many black people in India, if that's where black people came from, Paco, they would diversify the same way.
But the original first nigga he had like long white looking hair.
Nah, that's like, not true, y'all. That's not true.
I'm telling you, dog.
That's not true, y'all. That's like fairy tale shit.
I've seen that from multiple sources.
What I want y'all to understand is this: nobody on earth, y'all. What I want y'all to get is this. How can I put it? I'm trying to put it the best way it can be put. Like
they look like Indian niggas, dog.
Listen, y'all. Irregardless of how he feel, Africans are the first black people, y'all. That's facts.
Man, he just think you know.
Listen, y'all. He said we came from Africa 100,000 years ago. Now he's saying.
I mean, they said them people kind of was in Africa and came from there. So
nah, they never said that the people of Africa came from India, y'all. This is nonsense.
I ain't say that.
Listen, y'all. I'm gonna give it to y'all like this. Africa has a portion of it that's under the equator, y'all. Do India? So why would India be the prime place for life, y'all?
I said the first people, they looked at Indian and you turned it into something weird.
Nah, listen, y'all, we ain't never seen the first people, y'all. Listen, y'all, we ain't never we ain't never seen the first people. As far as we can go back, the 3 oldest groups that we know of is like L1, L2, L3. These are the 3 oldest groups. Now, what I want y'all to understand is this. Some black people on earth today, and even some Middle Easterners, have traces of L3. Virtually nobody is L1 or L2, y'all. Most people come out of L4, 5, and 6.
I might be telling you about L1 then, bro.
But listen, y'all, he can't because nobody was... Listen, y'all, L1 It's the beginning. Actually, zero is, but that's where the two places where they first met, according to what they believe. They believe that the zero, ground zero, is where they met. So what I want y'all to understand is, even the man in Morocco, his people have been assimilated into somebody's population. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all whose population they was. But the oldest modern day humans we ever found 300,000 years ago in Morocco, Jebel Irhound, I believe it's called Irhound or something like that. Them motherfuckers, I want to say the name is Igbo Marsuians, but that might be wrong. What I want to tell y'all is that those people have been assimilated into somebody's population. You cannot find those people. But what we find from their skeletons, y'all, despite all the different diversity and ethnic groups in Africa, right? I need y'all to dig this. They find sub-Saharan African, and they also find Afro-Asiatic. So no matter what else you find, when you're talking about Nilo-Saharan, when you're talking about Khoisan, listen, y'all, them people 300,000 years in Morocco, they ain't got no Khoisan in them. They ain't got no Nubian in them. They ain't got no Coptic in them. They don't have those people in them. They got sub-Saharan Africans and Afro-Asiatics. They got both of them in there. Listen, y'all, we've been mixing for so long, it's crazy. But the difference is there's different type of sub-Saharan Africans. Some Afro-Asiatics are sub-Saharan Africans. Afro-Asiatic is just the language that they speak, or they're mixed with it. Y'all have to understand how this works. Let's use...
Well, they were trying to tell you something. I'm telling you about that,
but they did tell me. They told me that my people, the Niger Congo speaking people, sub-Saharan Africans.
That's my folks, nigga. Get your ass.
So what they telling y'all is this, people. They telling y'all that we is as old as them. So no matter if you can find evidence of Khoisan people and stuff like that slightly older than us, that's irrelevant, y'all. Two things to be said about the Niger Congo people. The Niger Congo people are Africa, y'all. They took over almost the whole thing. 700 million of a billion people are sub-Saharan Africans. There are 700 million Niger Congo speaking languages.
That's a big ass family you're talking about, though.
I understand that. It's gigantic. It's gigantic. And there's no piece bigger than the Bantoids. Because the Bantus are the ones that assimilated all those Central African, South African, and West African populations.
And they from that family, yeah. Nah,
they assimilated them families. They from West Africa. The Bantu, listen, y'all. The Bantu homeland is Cameroon, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how it works. When you go from what they call the Atlantic coast all the way to Cameroon, Bantu people are made up of a bunch of different groups of those peoples.
I told you that's where the Niger Congo speaking people came from. You just think they came from the east side, bro.
I just said West Africa. I just said West Africa.
Oh, because all them people came from the east side, bro.
Nah, they came from the west, Paco.
I'm the one who told you about them
Paco.
People, bro.
So, Paco, bet $100 on that. Bet $100 on that.
I knew niggas was gonna act like they came from the West Coast when I was
Paco,
studying.
that's where they at now, Paco. Paco, that's where they at now, Paco. Listen, y'all, there are more Niger Congo speaking people in West Africa than East Africa. Listen, y'all, he can try all this playground shit. He can try, listen, y'all, there are Niger Congo come from West Africa. He's trying to connect it to East Africa so he can be connected to Afro-Asian.
They got kicked over there, dog.
No, they didn't, Paco.
And that's when they story start, like...
No, y'all. No, y'all. Listen, y'all, the Songhai Empire. Listen, y'all, Isan land. The Songhai Empire. The land of the Dahomey land. Motherfucking Oya Empire. The fucking Mende. The Zulus. I want y'all to understand these people. The Mende. These are all West Africans, y'all. These are the most powerful people. These are the
from there.
Listen, y'all, that's where they from. That's where they people from. That's where they live today. These people, listen, y'all, listen, y'all. I want to get it to y'all straight. I want to give it to y'all straight. Africa is so populated that you can't just move motherfuckers. You can't just move millions of people. Listen, y'all, history don't say that happened.
That's what they tell me that happened.
No, it don't, y'all. Listen, y'all, it don't say that. No, it don't, y'all. It don't say that. History don't say that. History say that the tribes of West Africa, the empires, They had connections with each other. They built motherfucking partnerships and they built unionships. And these motherfuckers built city-states. And they mixed tribes and they mixed people and all that shit. And at the end of the road is Cameroon, y'all, which I might add is labeled as the most peaceful place on earth. But that's besides the point. At the end of the line is Cameroon. Cameroon is when you have a group of people who by today will be classified as Bantu because they are a mixture of different West African peoples. Now listen, they go across Central Africa, they go into South Africa and into East Africa, and they even touch Asia. And that's called the Bantu expansion. That happened roughly about 2,000 to 4,000 years ago, y'all. So what I'm explaining to y'all is, the difference is Afro-Asiatics come from East Africa, y'all. That's where Ethiopians are. That's where people from Kenya are. Yes, there are Bantu people in Ethiopia. Yes, there are Bantu people in Kenya. But let's use
I got a skill to make people say things that I want them to say. And they already told me most of the Africans in North fucking Africa as a whole.
But listen, y'all, I'm not talking about North Africa, y'all. I'm talking about West Africa. I'm not talking about North Africa. North Africa, whether y'all know it or not, is a specific situation. Because that place was raided harder than any place in Africa due to how close it is to the people who raided it. That's all. North Africa is fucked up and mixed up and twisted around because multiple people have raided it, because multiple invaders are close to it. And they couldn't necessarily, all of them couldn't necessarily handle all the sub-Saharan Africans or all the Afro-Asiatics. Ethiopia is not handled. Ethiopia is the one place in Africa that has never been conquered, y'all.
Where Ethiopia? No.
Yes. Ethiopia has always been their own government. They have always been independent. They fought and they had the money to fight. Y'all know that's where the Queen of Sheba is from. Y'all know that's how y'all know that's how the motherfucking the Islamic people got in bed with Ethiopia. Y'all know that.
I watched the Pope kiss the feet of the man.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, how can I put it, man? According to them, and I don't know how real it is, and I don't know how there's always steps that get skipped. I know it don't work as easy as L1 met L2 and boom, everything else is there. It's not that simple, y'all. There's 1,000 steps we can be missing. 1,000 small groups that were undisturbed and later on made a bigger group. But the point of it is this. I can prove to y'all by the number of black people in Africa that black people start in Africa. I can also prove to y'all genetically that everybody else on the planet, and this is no
like
slight.
I said, my story always started from the Horn of Africa.
Listen, y'all, but listen, y'all, that's part of where the story starts from. I agree with him. At least the woman of us all. That's where mitochondrial Eve is from. The female who all females are related to, she's from Ethiopia. So he's correct about that part. The man is from West Africa, y'all. L1 and L2 come from two different coasts. Now they met up together somewhere down the line. And what I'm explaining to y'all is diversity is something that needs time. And I can prove it to y'all. Let's use something that we know. All right, let's use insects, y'all. Let's use insects to prove our point. Y'all know how, I don't even know, and I know whoever listening probably don't know either, but we all know it's a lot of different types of bees on the planet, right?
For sure.
Because insects been multiplying forever. We know it's a lot of different types of dragonflies and spiders and shit like that. Anyway, the point is this, y'all. Show me another country outside of Africa that got a lot of different types of black people. You really can't, y'all. Because Brazil don't have a lot of different types. Listen, y'all, Brazil don't have a lot of different types of black people. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. But listen, y'all, the people in Brazil, there's a whole Afro-Latina movement where they accept of themselves being Africans that came off a boat, whose ancestors were enslaved. The people of Haiti know they was. Because they know what they was fighting and they know who they was fighting.
That's probably African stomping ground, nigga.
No, what I'm explaining to y'all is this. When the Rastafarians wanted to go back to Africa, they went to Ethiopia.
I never said Africans wasn't over here. They've been traveled over here with y'all. Like, that's a fact.
But what I'm explaining to y'all is this. If he's correct, and Africans, and I'm not saying I disagree with him. I do believe Africans traveled to America before Europeans. Facts. I'm with that. 100%.
For sure.
100%. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about that. The Native Americans told them. They asked them where they got the gold from, and they said people on black faces with black faces came across the water and gave it to them. This is what they told the Spanish explorers. They told them this. These things, like, I'm not saying Europeans tell the truth, but I don't know why Europeans would give that credit to a group of people that they later on going to subjugate and just talk shit about and lie on. I don't know why they would do that.
At that point.
But what I'm saying is this is first contact. When the Spanish make first contact with the people in South America and they asked them,
I find it hard to believe that's what they told them. But
listen, I'm just telling y'all that's what they said they told them. They could be lying. He could be right. He could be right. But I think the fact that they tell them that, according to the Spanish explorers, the fact that you have some of the same technologies, the fact that if black people was there any date of 3,000 years ago or before, they came from Africa, yo. Any black people who was in America, that would be 5,000 years ago. We in the year 2020. So any black people in America 5,000 years ago, I'm telling y'all right now, ain't no evidence of Australians motherfucking sailing oceans 5,000 years ago, y'all.